All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Operating from the gun. Powell. Well, he's going to take a shot. And this will be caught at the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
55.
On 1st and 10, Powell. He's going to go up top for the... And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Henry. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Haskins on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
On first down, Powell. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They can't hang with us.
Back to the air on second down. Powell. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he finds Corey Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
A first down carry for Henry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Derrick Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This just a 24-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
55! Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check 24. Check 24. Tight dog. Tight dog. Let's go. Come on.
To throw on 2nd down. Howell. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Right there in the middle, 55.
Here we go. 66. Half. Short.
Throwing on first down. Howell. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. 39 yards there, a big one.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
59, Mike, 59, Mike. Check, 59.
From the gun, Powell. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee. And they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now Haskins on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Henry. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike's the 59. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Mike, check.
On 1st and 10, Powell throwing the out route incomplete. It's Oliver. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
I got it. Mike spot 9. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. What? Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. This one from 48 yards away. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
58's the mark.
Now Haskins to throw it. And this is Latimer, complete. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
First down, Tennessee.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, 58.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Check. Watch 54. Right. Hold on.
On 1st down, Powell. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You got tight right there. Check 9, check 9.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Man, let's get some penetration here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Check. Slam.
Fournette, a first down carry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Man, I got you.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Yo.
2nd and 1. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on first down. Powell. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Let's go.
To throw on third down. Powell. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
That's good for a Jacksonville.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. Check hot route. Hot, boom. Check. 2-6.
To Mike, 58 to Mike.
Operating from the gun, Powell. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Powell. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13.
Here we go. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. You don't want none. You don't. Come here. Pick up the ball. 58, boys. 58's Mike. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. You better say Hassan.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
From the gun, Powell. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Interception all day, baby.
3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready? Jump.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
58 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, Powell. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Hatchet, hatchet. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
From the gun on third down, Powell, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Let's get it.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hold on. Switch it, here, switch it.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
51, Mike. Mike, 51.
Rip left, rip left. 51, 51 to Mike.
Target. Let's go. Get set.
On third down, Haskins. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken it around the 40. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Let's go now. Get the team on it. Get the team on it. Let's go one more.
They'll run with Fournette. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake. Powell looking long for Westbrook. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Complete. Smith has it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. He's got Smith here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
And the Titans' first down.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Go. If you kill it, motion me out.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
55 is Mike, guys, 55.
Echo. Hey, check Mike.
Following the fumble recovery, Powell. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Say.
2 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the... And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Von Miller, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Here we go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what against him?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they take possession of the football and have it at their 36-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
On 1st down, Powell. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
Off play action. Powell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
You. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. You got double up. 58, right over there. Yeah, shut up. 58, right there.
Operating from the gun. Powell. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Watch the ship.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Here we go.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Now it's Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
58, Mike.
Throwing on first down. Powell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Jaguars, it's a win that might keep them on